Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today we are going to go over the New York Jets rebuild. First, let's look back at the years of the Jets suffered. They did have a playoff run. They did make the playoffs. With Mark Sanchez, they went pretty far, but lost to the Indiana Colts. A tragic loss. Nothing you could do, even though you had one of the best defenses the NFL will probably ever see. Crabtree, Revis, Muhammad Wilkinson. Yeah. But let's talk about the rebuild. After Mark Sanchez left New York, the Jets bring in 2016 draft, the Jets bring in Geno Smith from the second round. Every Jet fan thinks it's a steal. Everyone's happy in New York. We got a quarterback. Until he was a bust. And he did not do anything but suck. It was a disappointment. Fans were mad at him. Because he was so hyped up, did so good in college, fell to the second round. Everyone thought it was a steal. Just for him to be a bust and not good. That is sad. So then they get rid of Geno Smith. And then 2017 draft. They go in and they get Jamal Adams, a safety at LSU. His first year, he dominates. He gets All-Pro. He gets a Pro Bowl selection. Jets don't make the playoffs. But this guy is the new face of the Jets. So now the Jets have their best player in the rebuild. To start the rebuild. They have their best player. Jamal Adams. Good safety. Great safety. Everything you want of him. Can rush the quarterback. Get through the line. He can get the interceptions. Get the pass deflections. Next year, they head into the 2018 draft. And their first pick, they select Sam Darnold. And that was another bust. It's crazy. Jets, all they draft, it seems like, is bust. Two busts. And Mark Sanchez, not a bad quarterback, just not great. Now Sam Darnold, everyone has the hype around him. Comes into the year, first pass in the NFL league is an interception. And you could probably figure out that was going to be bad. The New York Jets didn't make the playoffs that year and went down with another bust quarterback. So then they are heading into the 2019 season. They have Sam Darnold. They keep him there. In their first pick, they select Quinnen Williams of Alabama, defensive tackle. Now you have someone who could get to the quarterback besides a safety. Now, this guy, first year, does okay. Not what you expected to be from a first-round pick. You know, Quinnen Williams, you don't know he works out in the long run. But they all expect him to do good. He did okay. Not a bust, not really a hit, but a hit in the later. Their 2020 draft comes around and they select Mekhi Becton. And this lineman, who was huge, by the way, 6'8", 200-something pounds, big lineman, and this guy shined. This guy was the best O-line since the Jets had since Nick Mangold, and that was a long time ago. And this guy is a huge guy. And big, and he could help Sam Darnold in the line. Everything's good. So now they have their linemen for the future. But here's when the bad parts start coming. Jamal Adams wants out of New York. Wow. Now the Jets' star safety demands a trade. big shocker. Jet fans are angry. Jet fans don't like Jamal Adams no more. So then they trade him to the Seattle Seahawks for 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. Well, now your safety's gone. And also that year, they trade Sam Darnold. Now your quarterback's gone. But you still got a lineman. So the Jets head into a 2021 season looking for a quarterback. And with their first-round pick, they select Zach Wilson. A guy who then became another bust. Wow, the Jets are unlucky, man. Bust after bust with quarterbacks. But to be fair, this was one of the hyped quarterback classes you have ever seen. These quarterbacks was making throws that were insane. And everybody was happy that Zach Wilson got traded until he played in the NFL and did horrible. So now his first year, and in that first year, Mekhi Becton goes down with injury. And so is another Jet safety. So unfortunate for the Jets. All their stars are getting hurt. So now their safety, Marcus May, gets hurt. So unfortunate for the Jets. They have all these star players just for them just to get hurt. So sad. It's like none of the good players can stay healthy. Well, the Jets finished with 4 wins that season. And then they head into the next year. Free agency, they kind of did something. They went out and got a good DB of DJ Reed. Nice, fast DB. So now the Jets overall pick, the New York Jets select DB Ahmad Sauce Gardner, cornerback out of Cincinnati. This guy, cornerback, something you also need, but you also addressed in free agency. So now they have to worry about Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, the league. But people was a little skeptical because, well, you have so much busters. It's a little, you gotta watch out. But then with their second first-round pick and the 10th overall selection, the New York Jets come up again, and they select receiver out of Ohio State, Garrett Wilson. But now, this is a hit. This guy dominated college, coming out, making jump catches, doing everything that you need from a receiver, that the Jets need from a receiver. And then their other first-round pick comes along, and they select a defensive end, Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State. And he does good. Well, and he did good in college. Well, now you have the 3 good people. And then your second round pick is Breece Hall, a running back. Now the Jets have half their players, have 4 good players out of the draft. Everything's ready. And that year, Ahmad Sauce Gardner was the best DB in the NFL, or one of the best DBs in the NFL. He thrived coming into the league. He did amazing, rallying 2 picks that season, but a lot of pass deflections and allowing 1 touchdown that season. Named All-Defensive Rookie of the Year. Garrett Wilson came into the league, also thrived, did great. Garrett Wilson won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jermaine Johnson had a decent year. Breece Hall came in and did good until he tore his ACL. So now, the Jets, season's done. They did so good at the start of the season. But Zach Wilson does what Zach Wilson does and sucked at the end of the season. So now they're heading to the next season. They go to free agency, and they got the man, the myth, the legend, people say one of the best quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers. Big news. Aaron Rodgers is heading to New York. With that along, they got Alan Lazard, Nicole Hardman, Randall Cobb to help up the receivers. So now they got everything. There's no reason why they should not make the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers takes a sick intro out. In that draft, the Jets select Will McDaniel with their first pick. Okay, no defensive end or lineman. So now, Jets head into a season. There's no excuse why you shouldn't make the playoffs. Until 4 snaps into the season, Aaron Rodgers goes down, tears his Achilles, and he's out for the season. But later on that game, Xavier Gibson gets a walk-off touchdown from a punt return. Some of the Jets are mad, but I guess excited. Rodgers is out for the season, but this guy, Xavier Gibson, just did something so legendary. It was crazy. So now the Jets that year missed the playoffs with 7-10 record. Now they're heading into this offseason, and they went out and they spent money. They got Mike Williams, Tyron Smith, Tyrod Taylor, and cherry on top, Hassan Reddick. They don't request a trade, but the Jets have confirmed it that they do not want to trade him. The Jets now is heading to a season with one of the best teams you have ever seen. With their first pick in this year's draft, they picked Olu Fashanu, lineman, who can get taught from Tyrod Taylor. So now the Jets have one of the best O-lines. Now they are set for this season. That's really it for today. So New York Jets rebuild. Hope you like it. Please drop a like. Please leave a like. This took a long time to do. And thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Bye.